Well, good morning. I feel like I should whisper because it's super early here. I usually do these later in the morning, but I got bounced out of bed today. That's like pushing me out of the shower. It's kind of like the same thing. It's like you got to get out here and you got to do a message. And the weirdest part is usually I have kind of a clue of what the message is. I don't have a clue of what the message is today. So we're going to use these Gaia cards here to talk about what's going on with twin, because I know a lot of you have done a lot of amazing work lately. A lot of you have released yourselves from negative attachments, from people who are trying to glom on to your energy, to your light. It was hard, but you did it. You did it. Getting rid of the third parties. I felt it yesterday when I did that other reading. So one more here. Let's see what's going on, and we'll work off what's the message for today for you guys. This has been a long road, I know. Jewel within a teardrop keeps coming up. Jewel within a teardrop. Zen garden, reflection, rising above. Yeah. So if some of you have lost or have left someone behind, there is this lost love card here about surrender, healing, and release. I'll read that one too. Okay. So a jewel within a teardrop has come up several times. Appreciation, spiritual, and emotional reconnection. This is like if you have left behind a situation that was not serving you, okay? That was something that was a karmic block. If you've left behind a karmic, how come I can't say that? If you've left behind a karmic situation, I'm going to look at lost love first, which is number 35. 3 and 5 is 8. 8 is taking action, industry, doing the work. Okay. Is that right? Yeah, 35. 35 is lost love. Okay. It's normal to feel sad when a relationship or a friendship ends. Yet this healing card has shown up in your reading today to let you know that everything truly does happen for a reason. Trust and accept that higher forces are at work in your life at the moment and that your soul is guiding you towards ever greater love. You may not feel it at present, but you are surrounded by an ocean of love. You are loved more than you will ever know. There is little point in searching for answers, except accept things as they are. The truth is what is, yet it is also what it was and what it will be. There are no mistakes. Everything you experience has a purpose and is meaningful. All is part of a higher plan for your life. Every day is a new beginning, yet nothing is ever lost, for life is an endless cycle. What goes around comes around. Love is eternal. Wow. That feels especially poignant for today after we talked about releasing karmics and releasing third party. It doesn't mean you didn't love those people. It doesn't mean they didn't love you. It's that, if you pull yourself up into the 5D realm, if you pull yourself up out of this 3D sort of matrix that you're in and see things from a bigger perspective, you'll see that person had a really instrumental role in moving you toward the twin union. They had to be a jerk. I was going to say something else. They had to be a jerk. They had to be ignoring you. They had to be playing games. They had to be stuck in a karmic cycle themselves. All of those things had to happen. So you could reflect, okay? So you could see what is necessary for your own healing. Thank the karmics. There's often like this feeling like karmics, right? Like there's this, they're awful, especially when our twins are with karmics. But the fact is, like, thank them. They're really doing the work. They're really pushing the work that you need to do, that they need to do. Okay? A jewel within a teardrop. Appreciation, spiritual, and emotional reconnection. This is number 10. I think I had this the other day. I think we talked about this the other day, and so I won't read the whole thing. But you will soon experience a strong spiritual and emotional bond with another person. You will also reconnect with your innermost feelings and true nature, which have been suppressed or ignored. Okay? The person who you left behind, the person who you released, you were suppressing your feelings. You weren't saying what was true for you. It's a deeply emotional time where tears of sadness transform into tears of joy. So if you are someone who has been on this path, maybe has mistaken a third party situation is a red flag. Okay? It's not just a red flag because it's a third party situation. It's a red flag that this person is unavailable to you. Part of your journey is about being available to love. That's what they're reflecting to you. Somebody who is ego driven, somebody who's narcissistic, somebody who's whatever, in their own head, in their own, I need to get what I need to get and not giving anything back to you, reflects back to you, you deserve. Right? So every time, I had a really good friend, I really spent some really good time with a great friend this weekend who said to me, every time you want to do something for them, do something good for yourself instead. Instead, don't do both. Anytime you want to do something really amazingly sweet and generous for them, instead, boom, do it for yourself. And instead of blocking words of love for yourself, anytime you want to say words of love to them, boom, say it to yourself. Okay? Every single time. This is almost like a quitting smoking. You know how they have the rubber band around the wrist and they snap it every time they want to. That's like a training technique, okay? So I'm saying to you that being in the space of anytime you want to open your heart and whatever, show it to yourself. Instead. Okay? Instead. Show it to yourself instead. Zen garden, inner sanctuary. There's a lot of hermit energy going on right now for you guys. Reflection, illusion, self-examination, distortion. This is like a moon card. What was it about that relationship? Can you reflect on that? What was it about that other relationship that was so attractive to you, and what kept you stuck? Or what kept you there? Maybe not. Maybe you didn't feel stuck. But what kept you there? Rising above. The dove. Clarity, freedom, solution. That's number 11 card, people. The white dove depicted on this card flies high above the earth and yet is able to see things from a higher perspective. She suggests you do the same. You cannot do this physically, but you can do it mentally by disconnecting emotionally from the present situation. No matter what the situation is, stop thinking about it. You are currently too close to see things clearly. A simple solution exists. This will become clear to you once you let go. Stop focusing on the situation for a while and bring your awareness within. Close your eyes, relax, meditate, surrender, let go. Detach. Detach. Detach from the situation because you're not able to see it clearly. Maybe you don't know what the lessons are yet. I mean, sometimes it takes years, and I'm not suggesting that it does now. I feel like you had to let go of that. And if you haven't let go yet, you know what I'm talking about. You know the relationship I'm talking about that you have to let go of in order for the twin to come in. So let's do a reading here. There will be an extended for this. Let's do a little reading about where you're going, okay? So for those of you who haven't quite let go yet, don't tell anyone, but you're still among this group watching this video, so you are being spoken to. There are messages in here for you. And if you're like, oh, is she talking to me? Yep, talking to you. You know it. You know it, right? You're the high priestess. You know it. Wow. Sometimes it takes my breath away. Wow. You are the high priestess. Honest to goodness, that's amazing. Woo! I love it when I say it and then we see it. I love that so much. Yes, walking away from a bad situation. Yes, 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 yes. You might have struggled with this. You definitely might have struggled with this. But, oh, 6 of Cups down here. There it is. Star is the outcome. Even though you might have felt trapped, even though you might have felt you struggled, you are going towards what you are asking for by freeing yourself. Okay? overarching energy of this reading by freeing yourself. All right, we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. They're going to come back. You're not out of the woods. Sorry, you're not out of the woods yet. They're going to come back to you, okay? So, Fool and Eight of Cups, look at that walking in two different directions. I feel like you're like, okay, which way do I go? Oh my God, like which way do I go? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Free. You're free. Woohoo, you're free. And you know where to go. Your intuition is telling you, and if you're not listening to it, it's time to quiet. It's time to quiet and listen, because your intuition, your guidance system is your feelings. All right. If you felt in that other relationship, in that karmic situation like this, you're not that. You can move forward. Okay. And the universe is at your back. Okay. So here's Jupiter, Four of Wands, celebration, surprise, moving into something better for yourself. The Jupiter being in Sagittarius. Hi, Ellie. She's always here, isn't she? You're always here. You want to be around. I'm okay with that. So you got to know that Sagittarius is at your back, right? The wind is at your back. You are visualizing. Now you're visualizing instead of, this might have had a benefit, like feeling like you couldn't move, couldn't do anything, but inside, you could still be inside. You could still be listening to your feelings. So you could walk free, because she walks free on the water. The water is feelings. And if that's all we have to guide us, that is your guidance system, your feelings. Okay. If you were feeling trapped, if you were feeling like you were struggling, now, time to go. And where to go, that's up to you. But see how they're going in two different directions? One is like jumping off into the universe. The other one is going toward the Hermit. So for some of you, you may be jumping right off into some adventures, maybe travel, maybe doing more things that you want to do, right? You could be, you could have a bunch of boy toys. I'm just going to say it. Or you could be like this, could be just moving passionately into your future and guiding yourself with your own feelings, your own intuition. Six of Cups, Ace of Wands. Somebody is coming back, okay? It's likely, for some of you, this person could come back and offer something, okay? For some of you, Star, wishes granted. So the movement away, this is divine timing, all right? So everything is going to be happening in divine timing. Don't worry about it. Don't try to work to make things fit, okay? Just let things unfold naturally. I know, I hear you. You're right? A little bit of poo-poo over here. That's what I call her, not real poo-poo. Here's some shampoo because we couldn't find any real poo. Terrible. It's a terrible joke. Okay. So, why am I telling you that? All right, so let's see about the Star here. I think that's funny. Okay. Page of Wands, news, Magician, really manifesting love, deep unconditional love. Absolutely, you're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it. This is a wish granted. Deep unconditional love. Aquarius energy here. There's Aquarius. I see Sagittarius energy here. A lot of you may have left somebody who behind your, I can see a lot of you right now feeling like my twin was in a third party. They weren't doing a damn thing about it. I had to free myself. Okay. For others of you, I wasn't sure. If you're not sure that this is your twin, they're probably not. If you're not sure, okay. I feel like people who are in this journey and maybe haven't met their twin yet are like, was it them? Was it them? When you meet your twin, you'll know. Okay. It's like in your face. You can't help but know. I'm going to get a card on that thought. Right? Page of Pentacles. It's inside you. Seven of Swords. Death. Death to any third party. That's where I was really going with that other statement when I was talking about it. Death to any third party because that's not you're not seeing yourself as valuable enough to have a whole partner for yourself. So even if it's your twin and you've left it behind, good for you, because that's part of this transformation that needs to happen. Okay, this is all in divine timing. Absolutely all in divine timing. Yes. Yes. Wow, we're in tune today. Okay, Ellie, you want to come up? We're going to do an extended read if you are so inclined. The link is below. Yeah. You walked away, and it's a good thing. And now it's time for you to manifest the love of your life.